Hi, and welcome to Out with Alan. This is another installment in the video series. I hope that you found things interesting so far, and one of the things I have always been curious about is why people are curious about gay people. Having been one, and I've often wondered, what is it that makes gay people so fascinating? I mean, we're not quite the royal family, granted, but we tend to make the news a lot. And most estimates put the gay percentage of the population at around 2. I don't know if that's high, low, I really don't know, because you don't poll for that necessarily. So my question I present to myself is, what is it about us that makes us so interesting to so many people? And I sort of started coming to this question during the gay marriage debate, which popped up off and on for quite a while. And the initial question is, why is it their business? But then the second question is, why are they so interested? Well, the fancy term, the fancy pants term, is heteronormativity. Heteronormativity basically is the premise that the way straight people do it is the normal way. And so, by our very nature, gay people can't live up to that because that's just not who we are. That's not how we're set up. That's not how we think, feel, or love, or express ourselves. So it's a standard that we are judged by, but a standard which we cannot possibly, by our very nature, live up to. Now, that makes us different. D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-T, different. Most people have one of two reactions when they meet something or someone that's different. There's fear and scorn, or curiosity. Mercifully, in my lifetime, I've been mostly the object of curiosity. Occasionally scorn, but thankfully that's relatively rare. More often than not, I'm the object of curiosity. And so I think the fact that we're different makes us objects of curiosity because we don't live up to the standards, which is why a lot of the questions gay people get are about things like who is the male and who is the female, things like that, things that we don't even think about. I mean, if it's time for dinner and Michael happens to be cooking or I happen to be cooking, it's whatever. So we don't think of ourselves as different because what we're doing seems totally normal and totally natural. But I get it, that's not most people's experience. So I think that's why we're the objects of curiosity. And a lot of gay people get weird questions. And so in the comment boxes below, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to let me know, what is the oddest question you have ever gotten as a gay person? And I'll try and think about that myself because I've gotten some pretty screwy questions from people. So in the comment box below, put what is the weirdest question you have been asked as a gay person. And in a future post, what I'll do is I will pick a couple of the really bizarre ones and I'll read them and I'll address kind of the topic of what it is. So there, heteronormativity makes us different. Different makes us the object of curiosity. And part of equality and part of the gay rights movement is to help people understand that we're not that different. I mean, we are, and that's okay. We are different. But the reason we're different isn't because we're crazy or because we're mentally deficient or defective in some way. In fact, many studies indicate that gay people are in fact quite intelligent, oftentimes. So that's not it. People are curious about our sex. And that's often the question that gay people get that just really throws us. Why would you even care about that? So comment box below. What is the weirdest question? Next video or a future video, once there's been some comments collected, I will address some of the more bizarre ones and we'll talk about it. And this is, again, Out with Alan. Thank you.